everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jacob. This right here is Theo Jr. This right here is Alfie. Alfie, say hello, and welcome to my crazy jungle. Today, we are finally completing the Jaguar pond here at my zoo. The boys are back, and we're gonna be grinding rock, mixing paint, waterproofing our floors, adding our natural rock, installing our waterfall, and finally filling it up to see if it holds water. This is a moment we've all been waiting for so long, and I can't wait to share it with all of you guys. Alrighty folks, we are back for part 3 of our Jaguar pond build, and today we only have Stretch here, and he has absolutely crushed it today. We haven't been out here so far today, but Stretch has pretty much completely finished all of the stuccoing on the outside of the pond, which was gonna be the hardest part considering this is so close to the enclosure, but Stretch has been doing an incredible job. So right now he's using the sponge and he's actually smoothing out all of the stucco to give it this nice, clean, natural look. I believe we already drilled the hole in the bottom. I'm not entirely sure. Look at that. Stretch is now smoothing out this side. We're getting it nice and smooth. And we've actually got 2 holes already drilled in here. So I guess initially we were gonna put the hole here and drain it out into the grass, but we decided that if we have a tour and last minute guests, if we drain the pond, we're gonna have 3, 4, 5,000 gallons of water, something like that, out here, which would make it really soft, especially if we're draining it every other day. I think especially in the summertime, this is gonna turn to complete mud. So we put another hole here, and we're gonna be raising the level a little bit, and we're gonna be connecting it to our drains, which are, wait, where's the drain? The drain's right here, and the drain field is right beneath us. We've got our number 57 rock, which is a great drain rock, and then we have our damaged fabric, which we're gonna have to fix, because if this is exposed and uncovered, once dirt and sand goes back in it, it'll actually clog the drain field, but only this little bit's exposed, so we don't really have much to worry about. But here it is. It's looking absolutely incredible, and we're not done yet. So what Tim is doing now is he's actually getting the drill out, because we're gonna be putting a hole through the concrete, because our recirculating pump is gonna be right here in the corner. So right at the water level, which is like right here, we're gonna drill a hole through so the wire can go out so the water doesn't grab it. This is our pipe leading here, except this is all gonna be buried under the ground. This is just here, it's like a placeholder for now for you guys to see. Then we'll be able to come here, open and close the valve, which is gonna drain the water down into the pipes and into our drain field. Coming through. A little bit?
It'll take a while to get out.
Okay. Guys, we're coming. I can feel it vibrating through. But we're coming through.
Gotta clean it every once in a while.
Yeah, it gets all gunked up. There we go, back in. Tim said she's coming through. Can I feel it? It's coming. Oh yeah, right here. She's percolating. We're almost in. Almost through, yes sir. We made it out. Just like that. So this hole right here is gonna be used for our wire to come through for our recirculating pump. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back and we are unloading some rocks. So the boys just arrived today with some incredible oolite rock. Look at this, look at these pieces. Dude, so sick. Where'd you guys get these?
Man, we got these from the field.
From the field, they went and dug them up in the field. Look at this. We got thousands of pounds of these rocks here, and then this is that center rock. This is the big giant rock that's gonna go on the top part of the pond. So this is all these pieces that you see right here are actually gonna be going on the top lip of this pond, and I think we're gonna be painting it this almost like brown rusty color to give it this natural cap rock look. Then we got our Hydroband paint, which Stretch is opening up, which is our waterproofing. So we're gonna be using this to paint the bottom, which is gonna seal it so the water stays in. It looks like this rock right here is actually saw cut. You can see just how smooth it is. When you use a saw, you get these nice clean lines. When you're just digging it out of the ground regular, you get this almost rough, coarse look. So depending on what look you're going for, we got it covered. So right now we're mixing all the Hydroband up because it's all clumpy right now, and if you don't mix your paint correctly, then it will never bond and adhere the right way. So right now we're actually stacking all the rocks around the border of the pond, and wherever the rocks are placed, that's actually where they're gonna go on the top part. And it's looking good so far. We've got a bunch of them out. We still have an entire trailer load full of these crazy rocks. All right, here we go, layer 1. So how many coats are we gonna be doing of this paint? 1 or 2?
Maybe 2.
Maybe 2. So we're getting the roller in, getting our Hydroband, painting it on. Alrighty guys, Tim is back here for another day on building the pond. And today we are getting our rock, our waterfall loaded on. Tim, what's up, bro?
What's happening?
What's up, man? Good to see you guys. What's up,
Guys
dude?
will be here in a few.
Yes, sir. We're loading up a giant rock. How are we doing this? We're gonna chain it up? What are we doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna strap it, and we'll be positioning this one on the top of the pond, and we'll be carving a basin in it to collect water,
Okay.
and it'll overflow into the pond to create a little water feature. And it's a big enough rock that the cat will be able to lay up on top and have a little jacuzzi up top side.
Heck yeah, if that's the goal, that's what we're going for. We're picking out our straps. We gotta make sure we got a nice secure strap that can handle the weight of the rock.
Yeah. These straps, I have them custom made for me.
Oh yeah?
At a place that makes them, so they're real heavy duty.
Heck yeah.
You know, rated for 2,000 pounds working load.
All right.
And then I get these with the smooth edges. Is when I clip it in like this, I don't want it to wear out. The ones they make typically have like a sharper edge on them, but these are smoother. And once they start to get chafed, and I throw them away. But it's not worth having a rock fall on somebody.
Yeah, no, we definitely don't want a 2,000 pound rock falling on anybody. All right, we're getting strapped in to move our rock. It's not long enough?
Doesn't look like it.
Oh no.
Doesn't mean I can't lift it.
All right, let's see.
I can use 2 straps.
All right.
So close.
So close. We're like literally inches and it doesn't work. Tim says we're gonna make it work. So if Tim says we're gonna make it work, we're gonna make it work.
Almost got to stretch that strap.
We got it. Almost. Yes.
This thing.
Oh, we got it. And of course, you gotta do this. Say, it ain't going anywhere. All right, we're doing a test. We're seeing if we can move. It might just, oh man, guys, look at this. Should we get underneath it, like put our foot? Oh! There we go. Round 2. Is it gonna pop? We should probably stand back so the strap doesn't pop and hit us in the face, but I think we got it. Or not. We got it. Oh! We're going for one more shot. We're gonna do it a different way. Normally the straps work, however this rock is a little bit oddly shaped, so otherwise we're gonna be using the forks, which are right over that way. Third time's a charm, I hope. I think we got it this time. It looks pretty good. It looks like it's actually strapped in quite well. But this is what it's gonna take to move this rock. There we go, not bad, not bad. Third time's a charm. We got our rock loaded in. Move out of the way, because we're gonna have to go wide here to get inside there. Actually, we're just gonna go inside.
Clear my way.
All right, here we go. We gotta maneuver our way inside. We got a tight fit with Tim. Tim knows what he's doing, so we're not gonna hit anything.
I want to go from one end to the other on the block.
So what we're doing right now is we're actually lining this
How
up.
does that look?
Right there,
Go.
yeah.
How does it look? Looks good? Yeah.
Looks good. Looks good to me, so we're gonna lean one side first and then the other. There we go. We're down. Yeah! Woo! Look at that, there we go. We got our Jaguar's cave. The rock is in place and it looks insane. So we've actually decided to turn the rock around so we don't have this flat edge. We're gonna actually turn it around because the other side kind of has this slow dip that mimics a waterfall a lot better. You see, it's not as flat, just kind of has like this gradual slope down. I think we're gonna touch down again on our left and then lower it on the right. There we go. Nice. Nice work.
Good.
Yeah. So right here we've got the hydraulic water stop cement, and this is what we're gonna be using to actually seal the pipes up right here.
This is hydraulic cement.
Yep.
This stuff here, you mix a little bit at a time because it dries like in 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
2 minutes.
Wow.
You
I had no idea.
You can actually seal stuff underwater with this. You can make a ball like silly putty in your hand, swim down and gob it into something, swim back up, and when you go back down the second time, it's dry underwater.
Wow, that's insane. So it's just this powdery dust.
Yeah, it dries really fast and very hard. It makes the best seal between PVC and cement, so that you can do it. All pool companies, when they pour a concrete shell, they usually leave the hole extra large with a gap between the pipe and the thing, so they can hydraulic cement where the pipes come through and then later do the pool finish. This is what gives it the seal.
You know what? You learn something new every day.
Yeah. Another thing is you got to keep this stuff dry because any moisture gets in this brand new bucket.
It ruins it.
It ruins it. So it's got to be stored in a dry place even with a lid on it. This. Hold on to it. You'll feel it start to get dry and hard in your hand.
Okay.
It hardens
is it going to stick to my fingers?
No, it comes off.
Comes off? Okay.
Yeah. So this is already getting pretty
I can
solid.
feel it. So we're just stuffing it in the hole right now to create that seal that we need. Okay, so we just ran in the house to change and shoot some scenes for another video, and we heard the jackhammer going, and the guys are already up top jackhammering the rock away. So why are they jackhammering the rock? Because that is going to create the dip, which is going to create the overflow into the pond. So Stretch is in there doing the work. Heck yeah, look at this. About a 5,000 pound rock right here, baby. Woo! So right now we just got our first load of dirt in the backfill. We're going to backfill the pond in. So we can actually kind of have the dirt up against it to kind of create this walkway up into it. So we got the boys on it. Tim is going to actually get some dirt. They're raking it. They're chopping away at the rock, and this project is moving along so fast. There we go. Got another load of dirt. There we go. Another load. So the boys have made some serious progress. We've got the entire basin pretty much carved out. Looks like Tim is here on the grinder. He's gonna fire it up right now. We're gonna cut some rock. So you can see we've brought in a ton of fill, which is basically making a ramp up into the pond. So we got some natural hilly areas. It's a little higher here, a little lower there. So Noir's gonna get to walk up, and at this point, he's basically gonna be at level with the pond. And Tim has been using this giant grinder to cut the stones to kind of create this natural look on the top, basically the coping for this pond. And then this is the basin that we have kind of dug out right here, where Noir's gonna be able to sit up here and hang out.
Taking off the hard, sharp corners.
Yeah. That's when you know you got a real stonemason here, when he's using a hatchet to
We're trying to keep it very rustic and natural looking. This isn't the typical cladding where you got it all
smooth,
tight fitted joints. We want this thing to look like it's just carved out of the side of a rock mountain.
Yes, sir. Wow, guys, this is looking so good. We've got all the fill in, which has basically made it level. We've got all of our rock cut and kind of laid out, and Stretch is cementing all of our rock in right now. So we're using like a white cement mixed with some sand, so it really, you can't really even see the joints where they actually meet. It's looking good. So let's see what we're doing here. We're just gonna kind of stuff it in like that, press it in. Yeah, man. So right now the guys are finishing up for the day, and we have made some incredible progress today. Stretch, you guys absolutely killed it. You can see we're just about 95% done with the pond. So right now we're actually filling it up with water to see how it holds the water. But either way, we're still gonna be draining it again, cleaning everything out, and doing another coat of Hydroban waterproofing on the inside of the pond. But we just wanna see how the water holds level. And then, once that's done, oh wow, we got some lightning there. We have got to figure out what we're doing with the front side. So we have a couple of options. One, we can just paint it a color. Two, we can actually take the same rock, the same coping rock that we use on the front, and we can actually put it all up on the front wall just like that. That's what I'm leaning for. That's gonna be the most expensive option. The storms are here, or we can actually kind of put a stain on it, which is gonna give it like a rusty color, almost like an orangey color, like an iron color, like caprock. Those are our two options. And then we still have got to put our pump for the waterfall in it. But overall, the pond is complete. You can see we're holding water. Let's get in there and let's take a look at it. And even though we don't have our pump in there yet, once the pond is filled up, we're gonna be filling up the inside of this basin with the hose, and it should just flow right down in. Look at this, this is insane. We're holding water, boys. We are holding water in our OSHA approved slides. Look at that, we're finally holding water. This is where it's gonna drain out right into that drain. Guys, this is looking absolutely amazing. I just can't wait to see Noir up on this rock. I know he's gonna love to hang out here. And this is like a pretty big basin. This is so cool. And none of this would be possible without your guys' support. The rain is starting, so I'll be back with all of you once our pond is filled.
1 hour later.
Our waterfall is filling. It is starting to drip. We're getting attacked by red ants. But guys, look at this. This is absolutely epic. We don't have our pump in yet. The guys have been delayed because of the rain. Jesus Christ, dang it. But this is basically what our pond is gonna look like. We're gonna get in because we gotta get these ants off of us. But our pond is basically filled. We did not want to fill it up all the way because we do have a lot of rain. So we actually almost had it all the way up and we dropped the level. I wanted to show it to you when it was all the way up, but we were in a literal thunderstorm. But this is our waterfall. This is basically how it's gonna work. We just decided to fill it up with a hose this time. Now, what the guys are going to be doing is they're actually going to be carving more of this rock out. Right now, this is the lowest point, so we only have a little bit of a waterfall. However, when they come back, we're gonna be carving all of this. So there's gonna be a nice even waterfall on the entire face of this cave. I mean, seriously guys, check this out. Noir is going to absolutely love his new water feature. And honestly, my favorite part is gonna be this waterfall when it's finally complete. I mean, we're pretty much there. We are 97% done and complete with this pond. It's just the minor details at this time that we have to complete. Look at this, we got the cave, we've got the big main play area, and then we got like this stream that goes this way. Look at this, absolutely epic. We're pretty deep right now, and again, we can still go up almost another foot. Tim and his guys have absolutely killed it with this water feature. It honestly could not have turned out any better. And I know I've shown it to you guys before, but this right here is going to be the view when you guys come on tour. I think we're gonna move our old tiki hut that's right there. That's actually like a little viewing platform. It's about 4 feet off of the ground. I think we're gonna cut the legs on it. We're gonna repurpose it and move it right here. So when you guys come, you'll get to be about 4 feet off of the ground and get almost this bird's eye perspective of the Jaguar pond. Because Noir is gonna be hanging out in the water, but he's also gonna be hanging out on top on the basin where the waterfall is. So we're super excited to make this a super interactive water feature for our Jaguar. And well, that, my friends, is going to end today's episode. I hope all of you guys did enjoy watching today's video completing Noir's Jaguar pond. The pond is holding water. The waterfall is pretty much operational, and at this point, like I've been telling you guys, it's only the details that we're finishing off with. We just gotta do the outside, we gotta re-waterproof it one more time, we gotta carve a little bit more on the top, and we've gotta add our recirculating pump. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below, what do you think Noir is going to think of his brand new pond? And if you guys are not yet subscribed yet to me, and you wanna see us finish this entire enclosure for part 4 and move Noir into his new habitat, where he's gonna get to swim in his pond, well, all you guys have to do is go right now and subscribe below.